We're here with Jameson Dietrich, head cross country coach, as we prepare for the Carnegie Mellon Invitational. Coach, going to Carnegie Mellon, unfamiliar course after spending the first 2 weeks here at our home course and then at Lock Haven, where we've run multiple times in the last couple of years. How do you prepare the teams for something that maybe even you haven't seen or experienced?
Yeah, it's always different going to a new course. Like you said, we did home meet Lock Haven. We'll have a CMU this week, and then we'll go right back to home meet Lock Haven again. So it's kind of nice. Gives me a chance to kind of see how our athletes problem solve. Like a new course is always a little different, so it's kind of fun to see how they deal with that. Um, for us going down there, we're just gonna go to the day of the meet. So we'll just pre-meet on the or warm up on the course is all, and then just go right into the race. So none of our men or women will see the entire course, but luckily it's just kind of a loop, multiple loops, so it should be relatively easy to figure out. Um, yeah, sometimes when you're a little unfamiliar, it's kind of nice. You go into it a little bit more blind, and you don't think as much. So sometimes you can have some pretty good results just by not overthinking the course at all.
So you have two races in this year. What was that biggest improvement or difference from race one to race two?
Yeah, for the women, it was definitely a lot more consistent at Lock Haven than our first meet. We had a little bit of sickness going around the team for our home meet, so then going to Lock Haven was just really nice, where everyone was healthy and I think ran quite well. We saw some pretty good improvement collectively. This is a better battle, I think, with the women at Lock Haven. For the guys, it was a little different since we moved to our first ever 8K for all the freshmen, and then first 8K of the season for the other guys. Um, so for them, I think it was good. We got a little bit of work to do. We got through, I think, 4 miles great, and then you could tell it was our first 8K of the year. Last mile wasn't great. We fell off a little bit, but that's okay. Like we've done a lot in training to try to help solve that, and the guys are just a little bit more familiar now with an 8K, so I think it'll go quite a bit better when we have another shot at it.
I mean, the season's really kind of flying by. This is your last tune-up before we come back here and run PSACs at Doug Watts. What do you hope to see from both teams this weekend and kind of this final tune-up before conference championships?
Yeah, just a tune-up. So it's not, a super important race. We're trying to kind of finalize what our PSAC roster is going to look like too, especially for the guys. I can only race 12 guys at conference, and we have more than 12 guys on the roster, so we got to figure some of that stuff out this weekend. But really, for the women, it's let's have another quality race like Lock Haven. Can we maybe close some gaps? Hopefully, I think we have a really strong top four, and then a good mix of girls that are kind of in our 5, 6, 7. So hopefully we can kind of close that gap from five down into our top four. And then guys, I think we just need to do a little better job working together, kind of moving with each other throughout the race. At Lock Haven, we were split up into two different races. So we just have a bigger roster, and now we'll have the entire men's team running in the same race, which will be really nice. Should be a little easier to kind of pack up and use kind of our depth as a strength.
So, Maddie, you're going to see a new course this week after being at home and at Lock Haven, where you've run quite a bit. How do you personally prepare for a new course, and what will you do on race day to kind of be ready for that?
To be honest, personally, I mean, we get to pre-meet on there, so we warm up, and that's pretty much it for myself because I tend to overthink and I don't like to get into my head too much. So that's it. I just run the race.
You're off to a pretty strong start this year. How do you continue to carry that momentum that you've built through the first two races into this week and then again at PSACs?
I just continue to take care of myself. So that consists of making sure I get 8+ hours of sleep, eating right, eating at the right time, and rolling out, stretching. If I have a slight injury, take care of it as soon as I can.
You're a freshman on the team. What has the biggest adjustment been coming from high school now running a college cross country meet?
The biggest adjustment for me has definitely been the increase in mileage and the increased distance in races. I came from running like 20 miles in high school, so getting up to almost 60 has been a huge adjustment. I've just been glad I haven't been getting injured, and I'm just going to try to keep this momentum going.
So 2 weeks ago was your first collegiate 8K.
Yes, it was.
What lessons did you learn from that first 8K that you can carry into this week?
The 8K was definitely long. I feel like I got out a little quick and burned out a little bit. And this week I'm going to go out a little more conservative, and I'm definitely going to try to hold more of a consistent pace throughout the race so that I don't burn out.